Oh, we're live.
We're live.
Hi, everyone. This is Maverick here with another episode of Omake Ikuze Round Robin. The title is Working Title because I couldn't think of a name to name it.
And
I'm
neither could
joined
I.
here. Yeah, I'm joined here tonight with.
Aokumori.
She's not
Hello.
dead.
I'm alive.
If you it's been a while since you've been back. Once again, thank you, and we've missed you. Um, you want to tell the fans what's been going on with you lately and all the awesomeness?
Well, I did this thing called college and I graduated and it took up all of my life and did a 4-month internship, which also took up all my life. And now I've graduated and I've moved and now I'm in an apartment. Yay.
She's in the big girl world now.
Yay.
It's scary, people.
It is.
Real life is not fun.
No.
But once again, congratulations for graduating. We're happy.
Yay.
Now, get back to what you're also good at, helping people learn new things. Since you've been busy with school and everything, I know you haven't had a lot of chance to play any games or anything like that. But Kotaku did a really cool article about people who only play one game.
Yep.
And the cool thing about this article was the fact that, well, a lot of kids nowadays, they're getting into gaming, whether it be through handhelds, mobile games, consoles, or PC games. But a big surging trend now are MOBAs or like League of Legends. Good God, you go on Twitch and there's like 40 million Twitch players that are always streaming League at the same time.
Mhm.
And in other games like that, and I understand that games are changing and evolving and everything, but you don't want to get stuck in a niche and only play one type. That doesn't diversify your entire ability to play games. Like me, I play action adventure games. I will play puzzle games. They're frustrating as shit,
Yeah.
but I'll play them. Like I played Catherine, which I only played half of until I got frustrated and then gave it to my roommate for him to play because I got tired of it. Um, I play racing games. I'm a big fighting game player, and so is
Yeah.
Aokumori. And with those types of games, they have a problem. The fighting games in general, when you get a new game, its shelf life is normally maybe a couple of months when everyone first gets it, starts playing it. It's your vanilla. You
Yeah.
start learning how to play all the moves and stuff. And then after a couple of months, people stop playing it.
Yeah, and then the whole online culture with it, and everyone just dies off, and soon enough it's like the same 10 opponents over and over and over again because they've already moved on.
Yeah. And you don't really see it again anymore until you go to like competitions and everything. That's when everyone breaks off, dusts off their hitboxes, and starts going again. Now, with fighting games, they give you. I'm going to use Street Fighter for an example because Street Fighter is notorious for having multiple games, having the same game, but multiple versions of that game, and you still paying for it. Like, what is it? Ultra Street or Super Mega Omega Street Fighter 4, whatever.
Yeah.
The most current one is this last run on pretty much for both consoles for PS3, PS or 4, or PS3 and Xbox 360. Unfortunately, which I'm pissed about, Sony has acquired that and is now a PS4 exclusive when Street Fighter 5 comes out, and
Yeah.
I'm upset. I'm
Me
upset about that.
too. And like the article says, I feel like Well, because they mentioned League as being the most played game, and most people now it's like the only game they're playing. And that's probably because you don't need to upgrade anything. You don't need to drop like $400 plus
Yeah.
on like a new system and the new game and everything. It's free,
Mhm.
and
You
that's
can,
that's most of the reason I haven't moved on to new games. And I'm still playing the ones I have, like Tekken Revolution and stuff, is because it's free and you don't have to do all this extra shit to get to it.
and I don't know. It's like certain games they give you a game, oh have fun, but like 2 months down the line or like maybe the next week or next month, here's some new shit. Buy it. What?
Yeah.
I don't. Why didn't I get that character? By the way, for you all Tekken fans, fuck you, America.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that. I was really looking forward to playing as her, and then, all of a sudden it's like, oh, guess what? She's too cutesy and too this
And
and
what
that, so you just can't play as her. So we're gonna region lock her.
and what me and Alkamori are talking about is Lucky Chloe, who was the cat. I'm gonna call her a weeaboo girl because that's what she looks like. And she's not, yeah, she's a weeaboo who can actually fight. And
I
everyone
know.
flipped shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? You have a bear. You have a talking grizzly bear, a
And then
talking panda
freaking
bear.
King.
King's a giant furry. Like, I don't know what you want to say. You don't call King a furry to his face because he'll
No.
suplex you. But
Yeah, I mean, like, so many of the characters in Tekken are already ridiculous. Why are you bitching about, one that's just all of a sudden super cute? I mean, King of Fighters did well with their cutesy character, because Lucky Chloe reminds me of Mignon.
mhm.
So,
And Capcom has fucking Felicia. Like,
yeah, oh, God.
you have Felicia and you have Sakura and all of these stronger than average schoolgirl type characters, but you throw in a chick that has headphones and cat ears, not even real cat ears, just the headset has cat ears, and you
Yeah,
flip shit.
she's not even half furry. She's just a cat girl,
Yeah,
except not.
she's just wearing like fucking a coat with cat paws on it. That's it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't see the uproar about her, but it must have been really fucking bad for them to take the huge step of completely removing her from the American version of the game. Like, that is screwed up.
What
Like,
happened?
somebody must have been sending bomb threats or some shit. I don't know.
It's just what happened because the creator, and I don't, you know what? I'm not mad that he did it, that the creator did it, because it's like you're being spoiled brat. I'm giving you someone new to play with. I'm giving
Mm-hmm.
you these toys, and you go ahead and spit right in my face, and you
Yeah.
don't get to have it.
You cry about it because it's the wrong color car. I
Yeah.
buy you a Ferrari. Oh, I wanted a red Ferrari, not a black one.
All right. Well, no birthday party for you. What? No birthday party. Everyone's going home. Um.
No, that was like a week ruiner for me when I found out they pulled her. Okay.
See, they pulled her, and I'm actually looked at all the new characters that are coming out for the new Tekken game. Which what is it? Tekken 7. We're on the 7 now, right?
Yeah, we're on 7.
We're gonna get to that story in a little bit. But they pulled her and they started introducing new characters. They have this pretty boy Pakistani dude. Like, he got released, and everyone kind of got in a tizzy about that, but not a bad tizzy. They were just like, "Oh my God, he's so fine."
Yeah,
And a
he's
lot
so
of people,
fine. It's like the dude that there was that came up that was too handsome, so he got deported out of his country.
yeah. And I'm thinking maybe they based it on him, or maybe that was the publicity stunt. I don't know, but he's adorable. Like, I'm looking at him, and he's just like suave looking.
I can't
like,
handle him.
I can't handle you. I'm mad that you look that good. I'm gonna punch you in the face. There's like some more characters. There's like a think there's another Mexican character got released and another female character. But it's like people enjoy the games that you have. If they give something new, play it. Just shut the fuck up and play it.
Yeah.
And get out
Don't
there.
complain about it.
Yeah, and get out there and play more games. I know this
Yeah.
world. I know this world nowadays dwells heavy on fucking DLC content and making you pay to win games. I don't like games. I don't like games that are pay to win. Like, if I'm going to pick it up, I don't mind paying for DLC. I've done it plenty of times. If it's good content, I'll buy it. If it's a game that I like, I'll buy the fucking season pass. Like Saints Row and all those games, I'll play them. But just broaden your horizon when it comes to new games. Play something that's out of your you don't have to buy it. Say, if you have friends, hopefully you have friends, borrow some of their games. You know, like, hey, check this out, or watch Let's Plays, like watch our Let's Plays if you wanna see new games.
Oh, Game Grumps. Game Grumps is how I learned not to play Sonic Boom. So.
You have Markiplier, you have the Grumps, you have the Super Best Friends, you have us. I hate PewDiePie with a passion. I don't care. He's
I don't care for him either. Whatever.
But get out there and broaden your gaming repertoire and all that stuff. Like, it's a new generation. You know, most of you have most of the people out there now have a new system or whatnot. Get out there and play new games. There's a bunch of stuff coming out for them.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got to make sure League doesn't take away all of the players from the other games. Y'all need to play other shit.
Yeah, because you fucking made it an esport. Like, I don't understand. And also, I can't play League to save my life, but I've tried.
I'm bad at it. People make fun of me. They're mean.
Yeah, League players are dicks. Like, most of them
what are you doing? Why are you on bot? You're so stupid. You're fucking everything up.
I don't know any of the terms. Like, I'm sorry. I know no terms. I just play to play. Now, speaking of cool things in the world, Japan made a mech suit that you can buy. There's only one in existence.
Get inside of it.
It's Mark 1 of fucking. Oh, one is a Gundam. Just give me a Gundam. I rather have a gunman, but I'll settle for a Gundam that has an eject seat.
This thing looks like a roboticized tank, okay? There's a clip in the promo video. There's a clip of this robot rolling down a busy Japan street, and they're playing 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton in the background.
Yeah. And it has a mounted Gatling gun that doesn't shoot live rounds. It just shoots BBs. But
if you smile, it shoots BBs.
Yeah, it has a facial recognition software that can recognize you when you're in the like if you're, say I'm in it and I'm looking at Alcamore, I can see her and it justifies hi. But if you smile at it, its gun starts working and it aims at whatever the hell you're smiling at.
So if you see a fine ass booty and you smile at it, you're gonna end up shooting the person. You're
gonna pop an ass, and that's not good.
No.
You don't want to do that.
The person in the video was talking about blowing up puppies.
Yeah, just why do you want to do puppies?
Yeah, and you can do this for $1 million, by the way, guys. You know, if you want a giant mech suit, just drop $1 million, and there you go. Yeah, right there.
Just roll around town. Like, it's shipping. It's they haven't set up an international shipping type deal yet. But if you're in Japan, it's like $300 or whatnot to get it shipped.
It's even less than that. It's like $150.
Oh well, here you go.
Like because if you convert like the yen amount, like.
All right then.
It's almost nothing. I guess they just drive it to you.
I guess, and it does run on. It actually runs on gas.
Diesel fuel.
It runs on diesel, but they were like, "Oh, you can switch to gas too, but the thing runs on diesel gas."
It runs on diesel. You want to see my truck? And then it's like, girl walks up to this dude's house and it's a fucking mech. Ian, get the hell off the camera.
Beyonce's naked again.
You were.
I'm really sorry. Pay attention.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Give that boy a mech suit. Maybe he'll run around in that naked.
Yeah, give him a mech suit.
But and more things on the internet, as anyone has ever used 4chan, whether it be for something productive or to look for porn.
Nobody ever uses it for productivity, except for maybe like CGL.
Yeah. or do-it-yourself forums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jump down.
I'm just gonna face this way.
Why didn't you just crawl? Anyway, so
yeah, he could have crawled.
Oh, bite me.
No. But the creator of 4chan is apparently resigning. I didn't know you could do that.
No.
But
he thinks he is, but he is forever attached to this name.
But I'll let Al Kamora handle this one because she brought this one up to me.
Okay, so I actually ended up watching, listening to Moot's live stream for his resignation today, and I mean, a lot of people, including myself, kind of saw it coming because he was trying to pull himself away from it, but it's like, you create a monster that big, and I saw this quote from another friend, but if you create a monster this big, it's eventually going to eat you. And that's exactly what 4chan did to Moot. He was talking about in September, basically, he had like a personal life crisis about 4chan because the fappening happened in late August, and obviously everyone knows what the fappening is. If you don't, you've been under a rock.
And you missed
out. He said that happened, and he actually was getting actively sued by celebrities' publicists. It wasn't just an anger thing. He was getting sued because the content was being released on his site, and even though he wasn't the one posting, he was solely responsible for it because it's his website. And so that happened, and then on top of that, Gamergate happened, and he was trying to stop both of them, and obviously most of the user base on 4chan, they don't give a fuck about ethics. They don't give a fuck that you're going to get sued. Like, they just said, oh, who cares what you're up to? So he said he basically just, like, stopped even going out in public because apparently people knew who he was. And they eventually got a hold of that. And then on a more personal note, aside from, the ethics issues and getting sued, he said basically the fan base had kind of separated from him, even taste-wise. Like, every time he would try and go and create a discussion about things like games, movies, and things that he liked, none of his longtime followers wanted to really converse with him at all, and they're like, oh, your taste is shit, 4chan. Your favorite anime is shit. So
Spider-Man post, Spider-Man post, Spider-Man post, Spider-Man thread.
Yeah, so there's that, and then, he said B eventually moved on to Pole, so basically Pole was the new B, and it was just a big mess, and he's apparently also a very large SJW, which is kind of hilarious considering the largest anti-SJW site ever was created by him. But that's essentially like what I got from his live stream today is just that. It was just a huge clusterfuck, for lack of better terms, and he didn't know how to clean it up. But the thing is we all know 4chan is almost synonymous to the name Moot. He's never going to separate himself from it. I know he is going to try, but
It won't work.
No.
You summoned this monster. You now have to live with it.
Yeah, and I think he also said something like, my name has become a part of a large single point of failure. I'm like, oh. Like he's tried to do a few other programs and stuff. He tried to make a couple of apps since then, and they've all died out. So like 4chan is basically like what he has, and it's kind of gone.
It 4chan, and essentially it became self-aware and went rogue. That's what happened.
Ugh.
And on that note, research. This is probably the dumbest thing you could do. Well, it's kind of cool, but kind of creepy at the same time. Researchers are trying to teach Mario to think and feel. They're trying to create a Mario with sentience.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence.
Do you understand that, we as gamers turn Mario into a terrorist?
Yeah.
Hey there. That's also a new love. That's her new love in her life.
Yes. It's my kitty. But this Mario thing just skeeves me out. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel with it.
There was a video posted with it where he went through the entire level, and towards the end of the movie, towards the end of the video, Mario is asked what he knows about Goombas, to which he replies, "I don't know anything about it." Then Mario is told to kill the enemy on screen. On screen, which happens to be a Goomba. Following that, Mario says, "Okay, I'll look for an enemy," before going off on his own without any outside input and jumping on the Goomba.
And there was some creepy quote too. It said, "I know if I jump on the Goomba, it will certainly die."
Yeah. So that creeps me out because there's many games that, yes, you could use Mario, I could use a Tomb Raider game, or any type of game that doesn't seem as violent, but you're doing violent things where, Mario, you're just jumping on the Goombas. They just disappear or whatnot. No, you're killing them. You are killing them.
This is so creepy. Like, I feel like this is going to become some sort of iRobot thing. And, Mario's going around with a plunger, like, smothering people because he suddenly feels and he's suddenly angry. And,
yeah. He has a mood where he can't. There's that one female lab tech that he grows attached to that he calls as his princess, and he goes crazy.
Oh, God. So it's going to be a mashup of the movie Her and iRobot.
Yes. Yes.
So the lab tech's going to fall in love with Mario.
No, the lab tech doesn't fall in love with Mario. The Mario bot falls in love with the lab tech. And see, she's in love with one of the other lab techs. He's kind of like a Bowser type character. And so then that happens. I just made a horror movie.
It's horrifying. That's absolutely horrifying.
And like, if Mario will collect coins if he's hungry. The project was entered in the People's Choice Award for the AI video competition, which aims to let Mario become aware of his surroundings and self-sufficient, allowing him to make choices based on his curiosity, hunger, happiness, and fear.
Fear and hunger. Yeah. Starts killing from fear.
Now, here's some other entries in the AI video competition. I'm going to let you listen to these. One, a swarm of robots. A robot that teaches kids to write. A golf cart capable of driving itself in a crowd. No. A robot capable of moving debris. And AI for aging, which that one kind of got me interested, but
yeah.
Still. guys, that's creepy. Like I am.
That one's the aging one isn't even half as creepy as the other ones.
Yeah, the one where you teach the kid to write, that's fine. That's cool. There's some kids that can't learn how to write, but they need some help, and the parents aren't there to help them.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great. But all in all, this is a scary, scary experiment that terrifies me. Next topic is oh yeah, and also speaking of Mario, Nintendo, and all that stuff, Club Nintendo is closing. If you don't know what Club Nintendo is, if you have a 3DS or whatnot, it's a thing that you sign up for that you can get like special perks or downloads and all this extra cool stuff. But since the new games are coming out, or the new systems or whatnot, we'll be shutting down on March 31st. The March 31st is the last day that people can sign up and register products. And all accounts will close with all the coins that you collected being deleted on July 1st. Now, don't get upset. Don't get crazy and upset. They will be instituting something new that's coming out.
Yeah.
They haven't told us what, but we'll know with E3 coming around the corner, they'll have plenty of stuff to talk about and everything like that. And with more games, Scott, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, earlier this week he posted a new picture on his website hinting at Five Nights 3, which Beachy's going to have to play. Because one, I'm the black guy that says no to going to the spooky fucking house in the fucking like on a mountaintop when it's in the middle of a snowstorm for a ski trip. Hey, let's all go. Like, no, I'm gonna stay home. You never go. I'm gonna stay home.
Omake Ikuze horror movie.
Nope, fuck it. I'm letting all you die. I'm just done.
Yeah, Maverick's gonna be the one who says no, and the rest of us are just gonna get killed, and he's gonna be the sole survivor. So.
No, it would actually be me and Jolly Yellow because Jolly Yellow has gone on record to say he's chicken shit, which is fine. I'm not mad at that. Me, I might, but I'm not. Oh, there's a Ouija board. I'm leaving the house. But no, I'm leaving the house.
No.
I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
Ian was looking at one in FYE. Speaking of Ouija boards.
I was not.
Yeah, you were.
He picked it up.
I wasn't going to buy it.
He picked it
I wasn't
up.
going to buy it.
Wait,
Anyway.
He touched it.
He touched it in its box.
Okay, that's cool.
Box.
So here's the
He
thing.
did not touch the actual board.
No, because here's the fun part. Because if there's a Ouija board that shows up at your house the next day, then you have him to blame.
Oh, God. And what's worse is it was a supernatural Ouija board.
Nigga, you dying. Like,
You-
I'm so sorry.
Shut up.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Oh, my God. But, okay,
Five Nights at
back
Freddy's
on
3.
topic.
Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's 3. It's when I saved the picture, the file name was we'll use what we can use or whatnot.
Oh.
So I'm like, yeah, and there's just different parts like the skeleton face, a part of his mask, and everything's just sitting in a box. And we had Saya like brighten it up and whatnot, and there wasn't anything hidden in the background and whatnot. It was just a spotlight, a box with the number 3 written over top of it, and just different parts just sitting in the box. So we're speculation it's getting closer of getting finished. So maybe in February it might be done, or the next month. There's a lot of rumors going around, like the time frame of when it'll get released.
I am so confused by the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline because by the time I heard about the first one, the second one had already come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then now the third one's coming out when I thought the second one just came out.
It did. It did. That was the thing. It got
They're
so
churning
popular.
them out. Yeah, like
It's popular. He's making money, So if
Yeah.
there's a fan, if there's a surplus and people want it, give it to them.
Yeah.
So with the timeline being Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's. And what you find out, spoiler alert if you into that certain thing, the rumor and the fan theory is when playing the second one, if you've watched Bishi play it on our Twitch channel, if anyone that's out there, you understand this. The phone guy from the first game is the same phone guy in the second one is the actual killer. He was the one that killed the kids and stuffed them in the suits and all that stuff. That's the fan theory behind that the phone guy was the bad guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did see that theory. I was about to say if you just like said that was confirmed, then F you because I haven't finished the second one yet.
That's the theory of what's going on. And it's just you listening to the voice recordings and trying to make sense of everything, and that's a lot of people, like even the people that play the Let's Plays, a lot of time they're talking during the phone part, so the phone messages give you big clues about the game. And there's rumors and like since how that one ends and everything, you're trying to figure out, a lot of people are trying to figure out what the third one's going to be about. Is it going to go back further, or is it going to be like 2, 1, 3 going that way? Like, say they bring it back in to this timeline, because everything's set in the 80s right now.
Yeah.
So they're wondering if they'll bring it into this timeline or something new or something what he can bring to it. The thing with Scott is about these games, you've upped the ante by giving more things, making it harder. Like you can't. You got to keep going. You have to top yourself every time you put out a new game.
Yeah.
And people love your stuff, so why not the hell not keep going? But I'm excited to see Bishi play it. I'm excited to see more lore. The man himself has not confirmed anything. He's made this game and let everyone go wild with it. He's given us clues to figure out the story, but he has never confirmed nor denied anything that we've come up with. And that's the cool thing about a game like that.
Yeah. I'm glad he hasn't said much of anything because it is like a pretty simple game at its core, but there's so much more behind it, and I feel if he did say anything, it would kind of just push people away from wanting to play it because, you know, that's probably why people are so hooked on it.
And it's pretty much like it's become a creepypasta now. He created that story based off of, an incident that happened in a Chuck E. Cheese long ago. And this game now is the new Slender Man. Slender Man has no power now. You are afraid of animatronics. This man has made a game based on things that are actually existing in real life.
This man has made me scared to go to the Chuck E. Cheese that's right down the road from me now. I moved right next to a Chuck E. Cheese. I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Really?
Five Nights at Freddy's, yes. Five Nights at Freddy's has scared me from going to that Chuck E. Cheese, but I'm gonna have to eventually.
Just don't. You're okay if you're not a security guard and don't look at the fucking animatronics. You're great. So.
Well, I'm also child-sized, and apparently.
Don't talk to animatronics.
Yeah.
If you see anyone in a special Chuck E. suit, don't talk to them. Don't go all the way with them.
No.
But that's the cool part. I understand that Slender Man had his turn through the internet survival type creepypasta realm. He's getting his own movie called The Operator with Doug Jones playing him. That's based on that's loosely based on the Marble Hornets series. They got to go against it. That's why you haven't seen the episodes of that, because they're doing the movie. Now the next thing I would like to see would be either a Jeff the Killer movie or, hell, even a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. If there's enough story to the point where you can make a movie. Oh, my God. A bottleneck movie where you have to run, and it's a simple process, of you going back, you're doing, and just do it the way the game does, but
Hmm.
elaborate more on the backstory and interaction with the guy.
Yeah, the backstory would definitely provide enough substance for, and it would be like a sort of like horror murder mystery almost.
Yeah, and you just have to
No, I think
survive.
it'd make a great movie, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Now more upgrades with technology and rogue AIs. Um. Well, okay, Windows 10 is coming out. I have Windows 8.5. It's going to be free for anyone that has
Mhm.
Windows 8.5 or 7, and it's allowing you to have Cortana from the Master Chief from the Halo series, from the Halo
Yeah.
series.
She'll be like your new Siri.
Yeah, and with you, she'll be functional while you're playing or you're on your computer, and you can call out and ask her to help you with stuff. But
Hmm.
she'll start storing data about you, like, hey, if that's something that you would like, here you go, here's a link to this, all this stuff. Now, yes, even in the video that was given to us, they did mention, like, hey, if there is some certain things that you do like, Cortana will save it, but if there are privacy settings where it just won't pop up on your screen. Because the last thing you want to do is have Cortana judging you about the porn that you watch.
Yeah. Cortana, you're trying to give a presentation at work, and Cortana brings up your love of futa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want that.
Um, Sir, why are you looking at pictures of me, and why am I doing that? What are you doing? Why are you saving this? Why? Why are you Googling me? Oh, I shouldn't have Googled myself.
Oh no.
And yeah, so I'm excited to get that where, through
Mhm.
Siri, I have Cortana now, and I don't have to get a Windows phone. I can just have Cortana up here helping me do stuff, either with the video
Yeah.
stuff or just gaming and stuff. It'll be
I think
fun
it
to.
was I think it was about time that they did this, honestly. So,
Yeah, they had mentioned Cortana being on the Windows phones, but not for the
mhm.
computers yet. And the cool thing about it is Windows 10 will be functioning on the Xbox Ones. So you have Cortana on your Xbox.
Which is beautiful.
Mhm. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Windows kind of needed something new because, Apple rolled out the iPhone 6, and though I hate Apple, I'm using a Mac right now. It's
Well, see, the iPhone 6 is funny
so,
because Samsung made a phone like that does everything the iPhone 6 does years ago. So they're now
yeah.
just catching up to doing cool things.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't understand why they still have so much of the consumer market, though, especially because it's not that it's just got the Apple name slapped on it, and suddenly it's
Hipsters is what's wrong
no
with the world now.
hipsters. Like 90% of college students are like, "Hey, I switched to an iPhone." I'm like, "Good for you."
Can you
But
do your own
anyway,
math on that? Can you do your taxes on that?
no,
What?
no, but like Apple's been giving out free operating systems for, I want to say, a year and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah.
Like Mavericks, Mavericks, and
Uh,
then
no
Yosemite
affiliation.
just came out. Yeah, no affiliation. So they've had two free operating systems now, as opposed to Windows just now rolling it out. So I'm glad because you know this is definitely my last Apple product because it has failed me many times.
You have failed me for the last time.
Yeah.
Um, and within we're talking about what failures, what possibly could be a failure. Hopefully not, because um the power Jason David Frank, as you know, is the Green Ranger of fame of Tommy. Green
Mhm.
Ranger, White Ranger, Black Ranger, Red Ranger, the OG, the triple OG of Power Rangers, has said that we did talk about this a while back that they are rebooting the Power Rangers, movie. There's going to be a Power Ranger movie reboot, and the filming for that will begin this year. I am a huge Sentai fan, and I'm a huge Power Ranger and Sentai fan. I was very disappointed in the Super Mega Force version of the pirate Power Rangers. It was horrible, and how they did the whole Mega War and all. It was garbage. So I'm very pissed with them about that. But I would be glad to see them reboot the movie if everything's done right, and talks about Jason being involved somehow, or some of the other Rangers being involved with it and everything, which I would like to see more about it. If there's going to be a new cast, are they going to use the ones that are coming out this next month with Dino Charge? Which, by the way, the Blue Ranger in the Blue Dino Charge Ranger is being played by an actual fan.
That's good. I'm on the fence about this one. I'm not like opposed to it, and I'm not entirely whoa, because I'm glad they have Jason David Frank, because that way it keeps some of the original feel without straying too far from it. And on the other hand, I'm worried he might want to stick too much to the original, so it's not anything new and people aren't really thrilled. But we'll see what happens, but hopefully he'll only benefit it.
And
I gotta plug my laptop in. It is dying. I don't know why I didn't plug it in before.
Oh, well. Go ahead and plug it in. I'll wait. Do-do-do-do-do-do. But there's more.
Hola.
Alright, so there's more casting news too. The Suicide Squad, we mentioned this as well. The Suicide the live-action Suicide Squad movie is getting done in 2016. Well, or is it 2016 or 2017? It's I think it's 16. Yeah.
16. Yeah, it's August 5th, 2016 is the release.
Well, we mentioned last week or last show that the character Rick Flag's character was going to be played by Tom Hardy, who played Bane in the last Batman movie. Well, he has since stepped down from that.
He said bye.
He said bye. He stepped down, and then there were in talks of Jake Gyllenhaal, who you know him from his recent movie Nightcrawler, not the mutant Nightcrawler, but Nightcrawler. What else has he been in?
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain with the late Heath Ledger. Fucking Jarhead.
Yeah, Jarhead.
Like that, and the Prince of Persia movie.
Oh God, I forgot that existed. Thank you.
It wasn't that bad of a movie, but
okay.
he was since in talks to play the character Rick Flag, but here recently he has also stepped down and taken his name out of the hat. So we have no Rick Flag. Still, everyone else is set to be their particular characters. Tom Hardy left because he didn't want it. He read the script and he said it seemed more. He didn't want to take focus or kind of take the focus or share the spotlight with not being a dick move by saying that. It's more or less the Joker and Deadshot with Will and what's the boy's name?
Jared Leto.
Leto.
Don't you forget that again.
I won't. All I can think of is like the pretty boy. That's all it is.
Pretty boy from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yep. Him, he didn't want to take away from those two's chemistry in the movie. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of Deadshot and Joker magic, apparently, which I'm excited. I'm excited to see how he's going to look.
Too.
how he's gonna look in the film, and everything like that. Because Jared Leto's a good character. Not good
No,
character, but he's a good actor. A
Yeah,
lot of
he
people forget
is.
he's an
I'm
actor.
a huge fan of him, honestly. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have seen Requiem for a Dream, or how many people want to, because it's quite a dark movie. And then you have the Dallas Buyers Club, which is a totally different character. You go from like total scrawny
Junkie.
drug addict to
And
like a cross-dressing something or other. Like he's great. I have complete faith in him that he can play the Joker.
and a lot of people have forgotten that he was also in American Psycho. American Psycho.
Something just came up.
What?
Apparently, Studio Ghibli will continue making films even past Miyazaki's retirement, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, cool. We'll bring that around. They've also Mila Jovovich has officially confirmed that the Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, the game.
The game.
What, Kitty?
She has confirmed that August will start the filming of the last Resident Evil movie. But good news, guys. Fucking Chris Redfield will be in it. Which I don't know how the fuck they're gonna get Wentworth Miller back from Arrow, or not Arrow, but Flash. But oh well, he's got time. And I don't know why people give these movies so much shit. I actually enjoy the Resident Evil movies. Like, I thoroughly enjoy them because there's nothing but a big ass video game to me. And I'm excited. I'm excited for all that to happen. And who else? There's more stuff. Oh, Supergirl, the CBS show. CBS is producing Supergirl, the TV series.
Yeah.
And they cast the lead girl. They cast the girl to play Kara, and her name is Melissa
Benoit. Yeah.
Benoit. She's from Glee. She's actually
that's the only place I know her from, to be honest. So I'm picturing Supergirl right now singing like Britney Spears covers. Ooh,
yeah. She's from Glee, and she's done some other stuff, but Glee's her main role that she's been prominent in.
Yeah, I don't know her from anywhere else, to be honest.
She's also a brunette. Hello, kitty cat. Meow meow. Cow cow. Meow.
Anyway.
Kitty. Okay. But the fun part is she's gonna have to dye her hair because she is brunette as fuck. Like.
Well, but look at Emma Stone. Look how many hair color changes she's gone through for everything she's done.
Yeah, but see, people forget what Emma Stone's real hair color is. She's actually blonde.
Yeah.
I
She's
mean,
a natural blonde. Everybody thinks her natural hair color is like mine, like auburn red.
No, she just dyes it. And but they're also in talks to with the Supergirl series. They're trying. CBS is doing Supergirl. TNT is doing the Teen Titans live action show. It'll be with Nightwing, not Robin, but Nightwing, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, and then a few other assortment of other people that they're going to bring in. They are trying to figure out to get everyone aboard these 4 shows with Teen Titans, Supergirl, Arrow, and The Flash to work together in some sort of way, to where they can all interconnect and be okay and work together. Which I'm excited for. I would love to see them be able to pull that off, because it's kind of hard. I'm looking at Arrow. I'm like, you're not that far from Gotham City. You know that. Like, there's Star City. Like, you're not that far. Like, them trying not to mention Metropolis or Gotham. It's like, that's like saying you're going to the U.S. and not saying New York City, New York, Washington D.C.,
Yeah.
or any of these places. There's also more filming news as everyone is super fucking excited for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds confirmed that Deadpool will start filming. We'll start filming in. They'll start filming in Vancouver in March. There's still no word about if they're going to go CG or live action, but he will not be a pretty boy. Like it started out okay in X-Men Wolverine Origins Wolverine.
Mm.
He was fine up until he went full out Baraka pool mode, and I didn't like that. But they had him perfect at the beginning. Just keep going with that. But eventually they'll probably figure out a way to scar him, like just keep the scarring and whatnot.
Yeah.
The sad part is they are still trying to wrestle with the rating for it, whether it be rated R or PG-13. I'd rather you go ahead and go full rated R. It is being filmed by Fox. Just go full rated R because guess what? You'll make the money. Parents, male parents.
No, they will.
Fathers will take their kids to go see Deadpool if it's rated R.
And then women will try and go see Ryan Reynolds thinking he's going to be a pretty boy.
He's not. Deadpool is a gross motherfucker underneath that.
I know. They're just going to see Ryan Reynolds and they're going to be like, ew.
Yeah.
But I don't want it rated PG-13 because part of me thinks that it's just going to be a bunch of, like, fart jokes if it's PG-13.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to be like the overwhelming flood of Deadpools at conventions now where they're just trying to, as Ian says, out-Deadpool each other. So it's just a bunch of, like, random goofing off, like...
There's only one true Deadpool. There's only one true Deadpool cosplayer.
Yeah, we need an R rating. No, I think we need an R rating because it needs to be dark enough to, like, actually include some of what the original comics had, because this new Deadpool culture is just all, like, people who just don't know anything just want to goof off and be like, eh.
Yeah, Deadpool's a psychopath, but he's fun.
Yeah.
And there were some other casting for the movie as well. If you guys went to go see Big Hero 6, the voice actor, or if you saw Big Hero 6 and the last god-awful Transformers movie, the main character's like best friend, Mark Wahlberg's best friend's character who died, who got killed by the Transformers or the Decepticons or whatever. And Fred's voice actor, I can't think of his name, but
I can't either.
TJ Smith or TJ something. But he's in talks to be a character in the movie. It's undisclosed right now who he's going to be playing, but I'm hoping to God it's going to be Bob. Hydra Bob from Hydra. You know, I want him to be in that so he can have like someone to shoot off with and whatnot and just talk shit to and have friends with. Make it like a buddy cop if you have to, but make it cool and fun and make it gory. Well, not super like Torture-Porn type gore level, but
hell
like,
no.
If he cuts his head off, I wanted to see it spin and use it as a fucking puppet. As everyone saw the test footage that, you know, Fox tried their damnedest to keep off the internet till they just figured fuck it and just released it. That was cool. Even if it was CG, I wouldn't mind if it's CG. Like that. It was cool. He's able to do more stuff. You can rip off limbs and readjust them easier. But it'll be fun. Like I want them to do this movie justice and have fun. And
same.
And you know, and there's a lot of talks with there's also more stuff going on with casting. X-Men, the new X-Men movie, X-Men Apocalypse is coming out I think next year. But they released the 3 actors who are going to play young Jean Grey, young Cyclops, and young Storm. Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner will be playing Jean. Ty Sheridan will be. His name is. He's from a show or a movie called Joe. Ty Sheridan.
Heard of it.
Never heard of it.
So bad. Yeah.
And was playing young Cyclops, and this other girl, Alexandra Shipp with 2 P's, will be playing a young Storm, which sounds super fucking awesome.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
Now,
God.
the only thing about this movie is, Jesus, hold on. Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen have said that they will not be in this movie. It is strictly finishing up the First Class storyline with James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, and all those guys.
Yeah.
So it'll be finishing up their storyline, and I don't know if they're going to do any more actual X-Men group movies, but I know they're going to have the Deadpool movie, and they're trying to do an X-Force movie, and I think there's one more Wolverine movie, and I'm believing it's going to be an Old Man Logan storyline driven, which is going to be hard as shit because no one likes to play fair. And everyone's on different teams. And I'm excited for all these movies that are coming out. Now,
oh yeah.
When I was talking about Deadpool and there's a lot of changes going on, in April, Deadpool will be killed off. They are stopping a lot of Marvel's stopping a lot of comics and ending them. They're ending Deadpool. They're killing off Deadpool and taking care of him. They're going to be ending the Fantastic Four, not killing the characters, just stop making comics for them. They're going to stop introducing any more new X-Men. So the ones that are left, that's all you're getting. But Marvel is doing their big event coming up soon here, and they're going to be bringing back the Secret Wars. And anyone that knows about the Secret Wars is the first time they did it, it brought the key things that brought out of Secret Wars the first time is that it brought back the symbiote that Spider-Man attached himself to and later became, Black Suit Spidey and everything, and eventually gave birth to Venom. So this one here, it's dealing with pretty much there's 2 different universes, two comic book universes. There's the Marvel universe, which is like the 616, which is our continuity, and the Ultimate Universe, where you have Miles Morales as the half black, half Hispanic Spider-Man, where you have Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch being incest lovers, and where you don't have a Wolverine in that universe because Magneto ripped the adamantium out of his bones and killed him. Those 2 worlds are about to collide. So they will get rid of both universes and make a brand new universe called Battle World. And it's changing a lot of things. Like, some people may not survive. Some characters aren't going to come. Like, some characters might grow from it. Some characters might die from it. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Marvel that have been heavy impact things, to the point where the Red Skull got part of Professor X's brain and became the Red Onslaught. Tony Stark's a bad guy now. Sabretooth is a good guy and will eventually become the new Wolverine. Captain America isn't Captain America anymore. Steve Rogers isn't Captain America. He got the super serum drained out of him. Now Sam Wilson, Falcon, is taking over for that. Miss Marvel is Muslim. Spider-Woman got a new suit. All this stuff has been going on.
Yeah.
And both of the worlds are going to collide, and they're going to help each other try and save both universes, but they're not. It's going to collide and mash into one big universe called Battle World. And that's what they're going to go with. It's kind of not a reboot. Not a reboot of sorts. It's just a continuation of going forth to mash them together so they don't have to work as hard to try and balance everything out to a certain degree. Now, here's for some happy news. So, Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, and Captain America, Chris Evans, the 2 Chris's, 2 out of the 3 Chris's, as you know, the Super Bowl is coming up next week, next weekend, next Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the Seahawks versus the Patriots. Well, the guys have taken it to a friendly bet. Something fun to
Yep.
do because they're bored.
Yep. Chris
Uh,
Pratt is for the Seahawks. Chris Evans is for the Patriots.
now,
So,
if you took to Twitter, if you haven't heard about this, they were talking smack, friendly smack talk on Twitter. So they made a bet. If the Seahawks win, if the Seahawks win, Chris Evans has to visit the Seattle Children's Hospital dressed as Captain America, waving the 12-man flag.
yep.
Which is all right, cool. And all right, Chris Evans came back and was like, all right, I accept. He accepted terms. If the Patriots humiliate your sea chickens, I expect Star-Lord, called them sea chickens.
Sea chickens.
Uh,
To wear a Patriots jersey. No, a Tom Brady jersey at that.
no, he has to show up as dressed as Star-Lord. He has to expect Star-Lord to go over to the Chris Havens Children's Center dressed in a Brady's jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? It's a win-win for either one because you know in the end game, despite who wins, they're both going to go do that anyway.
Oh, they're gonna do it anyway.
So
And we're gonna see and hear about it all over Twitter.
Yeah. So they're gonna help out kids and it'll be fun. You know? That's a good guy. Like these guys, I like celebrities that do stuff like this. That yeah, they're big names and whatnot, but they know that these characters mean a lot to these kids, and you get to go. You get to go and celebrate and have fun with these children, and that's all that they really want.
Yeah.
So that's the good news of the week. The good guy, the restore humanity news. All right. So speaking of new things going on in the world and stuff, as anyone knows, if you know who Jessica Negri is from different
the cosplay
world, and if you know her from Ruby as the voice of Cinder, she now has a new gig. Sentai Filmworks approached her and asked her to be the voice for the English dub of Supersonico. And if you don't know, she has the biggest lady boner. This is her waifu for Supersonico. If you've not watched any of her Mel Mondays or if you haven't seen her photos, she loves Supersonico. And
how many times has she cosplayed her now?
She's cosplayed her different versions of her multiple times, at least maybe 5 or 6 different times.
Yeah.
Like, she loves this character. She loves her to death. So, if you as a fan of a character and you really love it, and you get the chance to be voice behind this series, your face is already well known, but now your voice is getting out there to your people.
Yeah.
I'm not downing her Cinder voice work. She did really good as Cinder and Ruby, and she's still going to keep doing that. But it's not like you get put in a comic book. But you get the voice, you get to be the heart and the soul of a character that people are going to love.
I think honestly that's more personally rewarding to her than being in a comic book.
Yeah, like you get to be someone that you love. It's pretty much like the guy I mentioned, the fan who's now a Power Ranger. He's a fan that gets to be a Ranger now. He gets to do all this. And some of the fans of even the stars with the movie and whatnot, like the comic book movies, you're that character now. You get to go down in history saying, I was Captain America, I was Supersonico, I was Iron Man.
Yeah.
You have that personal flag to fly.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm proud of her. Good job, Negri.
Oh, me too.
And she didn't even ask for it. She was picked for it. Now on to stupid news.
Oh boy, my favorite.
I alerted Al Kamori about this because I've seen other cosplayers talk about this and other photogs talking about this and start making memes about it about cosplay photo bullshit. Um, about the real impact for cosplayers charging for shoots.
I have a big opinion about this.
And I will let her do this.
Yeah, okay,
Continue.
so I was reading this article, and what it came across to me as, oh, the cosplayer will, like, be paid by the photographer, and thus it'll, like, cancel out fees. I'm like, isn't that the same thing as it being free for both parties? If you're exchanging the same amount of money between each other and canceling it, like, I'm just really confused. And second of all, most photographers, I'm not saying all, but many photographers that go to conventions go there solely to shoot, meaning they're depending on this money they receive from the photo shoots to pay their way into the con and stuff. Like, they're not there to, go to the dealer's room. I'm not saying no one is, but a lot of them are there just to shoot. So if you're taking away their income, why are they coming there at all then? Like, a lot of photographers I know, that's how they pay for their hotel room and stuff like that, is by getting money from these shoots. And I know that cosplayers, we work hard and everything like that, but the thing is you can't do that to a lot of people, because they'll just be like, oh, never mind, that's not worth paying to shoot.
And as my outside look, I'm not a professional cosplayer. I do this just to do fun and whatnot. And I go out and I've looked at all the crap that's been said and whatnot, joking about it. And I'm like, some of the photographers that I've looked at was like she said, their sole income is that.
Yeah.
You complain about not being able to get good photos or whatnot, but those people, the photographers, are the ones that give you the good photos, that give you content to put out on your page, on your cosplay page, and whatnot. Yeah, yes, there are some that I don't care what anyone says. There is favoritism, and there will always be favoritism. There are certain people that get free shoots because they're friends with them. Now, and they get priority. Not saying all photographers do that, but there are some that do it. And you see that, and it's like, oh, you get the free shoot and whatnot. They do it, and they have great photos. Yeah, you may photo well and all that, but it's a business, people.
Yeah.
People are running this like a business. Photographers don't get invited. Like this, if they want to go shoot there, they're going to go shoot there and make their money.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen how they run it. It's like, hey, they'll post in the forum pages of, of whatever con is going, hey, I'm going, I have a few slots open. If you want to shoot with me, you can come in and out. And if you pay them, they'll give you good content. They'll do it. They'll run it just like it'd be a professional. It's a professional shoot. They'll give you high-res photos. There you go.
Like, honestly, people seem to think that a photographer's job is a lot easier than the cosplayers. Like, oh, all they do is shoot, and then, like, I'm sitting here slaving away, spending money, and it's like, okay, you're not accounting for, like, the dozens and dozens of hours they put into editing, and then you're not the only person they're editing. They have, like, 50 to 100 other cosplayers from the con they have to edit, too. Like, a lot of the cosplayers who are trying to say, oh, you should pay me, it's like they're not, their work isn't really
worth the money.
Yeah, it's not. Like, I'm not total crap, but I'm going to go ahead and be straightforward and say, like, I'm basically just at an amateur level. I would not ask people to pay me to shoot me. Like, I'm the one who's going around begging people to shoot me.
Like, and as you know how hard, and it's kind of hard to get your photo taken a lot during those cons because you can be one character, but guess what? There's 50 other girls over there with the same fucking costume.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's a popular anime, so male or female, male or female cosplayer, you have to step it up and make yours stand out the most. And that's what that's what I've seen most
Yeah.
photographers go for, the ones that stand out the most. And
Yeah, I think you should only ask for money if yours is like some groundbreaking, freaking astounding cosplay and you have like other places to be at.
yeah,
Like, hey, I've got a booth to run. I can't, like, I'd love to give you pictures, but honestly, if you want me to stop and take time out of my day, yeah, you're going to have to pay me.
yeah.
But,
And
yeah.
and the thing is with that, it's okay, guys. You want to run it like a business. Cosplay is turned into a business, and it's hurting both the photographer and the cosplayer because you all want money,
Yeah.
but you're not willing to do the give and take. You guys forget that this is a hobby. There are some out there that do the cosplay as a full-time thing, but they start out as a hobby. Their work got them to be able to do it full-time and go off to all these places, get invited to all these places and whatnot. The photographers, they still have to feed themselves. Now there are photographers that are solely con photographers, but they have to feed themselves. They have to do other things. They can do weddings, do basic shoots, or other private shoots or stuff like that on the side.
And
Being a
oftentimes
photographer,
they don't get invited to cons. They don't get their badges paid for.
no.
Unless they're like they sign up way in advance and get like a free press invite. But I have only heard of that happening once. And how many times do I hear a cosplayer getting their badge paid, like just so they can be a guest? Like all the time, every single con, there's at least like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's like, if you guys want all those awesome, cool pictures that you see floating around, give money to them.
Yeah.
If you get a shoot, you love a certain, like, let's see. Some of my favorite photographers are Jace Williams, Photo NXS or Photo XS, Fang Fox, Felix Wong, Manny Rude. Huh? Yeah, Manny Rude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's great work. All these guys do great work. But they make it work, and it gets paid. Everyone gets paid, but you have to realize that yes, they do take pictures of the con itself and do other things and whatnot. They do solo shoots with stuff, special shoots if they see stuff that they want to do. But you have to understand, all of those paid shoots and whatnot, or the really nice ones, they have to take time. I've looked at their schedule or stuff when they post something, versus he had, Jace, for example, he has different photo albums of stuff. Great guy, great work. Now he'll touch up any of the other ones, like the group shots or the con around the con area. He'll throw those out. But then if they're like one-on-ones, he'll sit there, he'll meticulously go in, edit them and whatnot. And most of the photographers you see are backlogged. Backlogged as fuck.
Yeah. It's so much more time than people think. Oftentimes it's more time than people spend on their cosplays.
Yeah. I have a friend who shot a set, and it didn't get released until like 4 months after the con itself.
Yeah.
You have to be. It's pretty much the equivalent of, the guy, you're hungry. So you're hungry. You go to a fast food place or whatnot. They cook, or a chef, or a restaurant. You want it this way. Okay? They're gonna go prepare it for you. They're gonna take your photos or feed you and whatnot. If you keep pissing them off and you don't want to pay them and whatnot, you guys have you have to work together. That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta work together. This whole cosplay bullshit drama. I hate this such and such player. I don't want to work with this such and such person.
No.
You forget what it's about. You're all supposed to like the same thing. Well, not like the same thing, but have similar interests and help each other.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people here that, have those billions or, those thousands of followers and whatnot, they got there through good photography. You wouldn't know them You wouldn't know them if they
Yeah.
think if Negri or Yaya never took a photo. You only heard of them from word of mouth.
And all you ever saw was like somebody's crappy, like, cell
Cell
phone
phone.
picture.
Yeah. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't care. Those pictures don't get like half as many likes and shares and things as like some beautiful touched up piece of photography that, that took the photographer a couple hours.
Yeah. So when you're listening to this, don't be a dick to photographers. If you want high quality stuff, if you want hashtag premium content, I use that from Callison, pay premium money. It's simple as that.
Hmm.
You get your name out, you get your face out there, and then they get their name out there for giving you a great photo. There's been plenty of times I've looked at good cosplay photos like, holy shit, who fucking took that picture?
Yeah.
And then I automatically go and like the photographer's page.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got good stuff. He or she has good stuff. But just remember guys, like, don't be dicks and help each other. As simple as that.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we have to talk about. I think that was the last topic.
I think so, aside from something that came up during the show, is that an inside source at Studio Ghibli said that one of the, they described it as a woman who has a hand in everything the studio does, confirmed that the entire production team is just on a break. They haven't quit yet. They just don't know when the next thing they're going to release is. And it's also said that they doubt that Miyazaki has actually retired, but that he's just on a break as well. He may not make full-length feature films anymore, but it's probably in the future going to be things like short films and whatnot. I think he just needed a break, especially after The Wind Rises and how controversial that was in Japan.
Mm.
I mean, he is far old enough to retire now, but Studio Ghibli's not gone for good. It's going to be different, but it's not gone for good. It's apparently what's been coming up recently.
And with Miyazaki, I explain this because my friends, they don't really understand. Like, some of my friends who aren't into anime or know anything about Miyazaki films, they've seen movies that just don't know. They know My Neighbor Totoro, they know Kiki Delivery Service. Think of Miyazaki as the Japanese Stan Lee. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
He's their Stan Lee.
Yeah.
So I understand if he has to, like, I wouldn't want him to take a step down, just, be on the back burner like Stan does. Stan makes appearances and stuff like that. He still comes up with little ideas, but I don't want him to be officially gone.
No.
Both of them, either. But I think on that note, we'll end the show. Thank you guys for joining us. We did good. If there's any questions that you may have or any articles that you want us to talk about, be sure to send it to us on our Facebook page at Omake Ikuze. And send it to our email at omake.ikuze@gmail.com. Also, be sure to tune into our Twitch channel, which is Omake_Ikuze_games on Twitch. And be sure to follow us on YouTube. We're right here. And click the subscribe, the subscribe and the like button down there. Hit that box. Also, we will be starting up here on YouTube. When we do the Twitch streams, we're also locally recording them, so they will be formatted into YouTube being viewing pleasure, and it'll be edited and all that stuff. Cool jokes and whatnot. But if you like that, we'll keep doing that. My Bishi normally streams on Wednesday nights if nothing comes up, and I normally stream on Friday nights. and we are going to be. It'll be my thing every other Friday night when we're not having a show. And we'll also be throwing in co-op theater, which we attempted to do last Friday, but we found out that Double Dragon Neon does not support audio for 2 players.
What?
But we may go back and finish that game with me being on mic this time around. I know I have a game to play. I am playing a game this Friday coming up, which it will be a surprise, so be sure to tune in for that. And I want to thank you guys for coming again. And have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm Maverick, and this is
Alkamori.
Bye, guys.